One of the baddest stand-up comedians of all time, who's been tearing down stages for decades and running the most controversial podcasts out there, the 5150 Show. Corey Holcomb, finally, welcome to Vlad TV.
Finally at Vlad
Finally here.
TV, you reached out way back in the beginning. I'm actually flattered that you thought I was one of the guys that you wanted to interview way in the beginning, man.
Of course, man. You're a legend.
Yeah,
You're a legend, man.
I was going through my thing, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to establish myself in Hollywood, and I'm like, well, shit, who is Vlad? Well, tell Vlad to come on my show. But look, everything worked out perfectly.
Right. I just went on your show.
That's right.
About a month and a half ago.
Man, I appreciate you for coming on my show, man.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying?
Of course, man. I had a great time.
And everything you did, the whole thing with the minister, you know what I'm saying? And coming to see me.
Right.
And, man, I appreciate you, man. So I'm here. I ain't scared of nothing.
All right, let's go. Let's go. All right, first time here, let's start in the very beginning. Born and raised in Chicago, Illinois.
Yes, sir. Chicago.
And you were primarily raised by a single mother.
Yes.
And your dad was a Rolling Stone.
No.
That's the way you described it, actually.
Oh, wait a minute. No, my bad. Yeah. See, when you said Stone, I was thinking something else.
No.
In Chicago, that's something else. But
oh, yeah, you're right. No, yeah, he's not a Stone. A Rolling Stone.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like most situations where the mothers and the fathers back during that time, I think it was a lot of love in the community, but it's like being in a situation where it's the husband, the wife, and the two kids. I salute anybody who is able to pull it off. It's very difficult to do that, man. It's like the natural nature of some men. Me, my woman, my kid. No, me, all my women, all my kids. Let's all get together. Let's do it right. You know what I'm saying? If America was set like that, there would be so many solid foundations of family. But I believe the reason families are not solid because everybody got to act like they only gonna be with one lady. It just doesn't happen that much.
Most women are in polygamous relationships. They just don't want to admit it.
Of course.
But most women are in polygamous relationships, especially when they date certain types of men.
You know, and I've seen them all have that type of urge to be with more than one woman. I'm talking about black, white, Asian, Hispanic, preachers, you name it, civil rights leaders. Because Martin Luther King, man, I know he had them hoes on the road. That's why Coretta used to be like, you going to Alabama, that one bitch out there, ain't she? Now, Coretta, go on with that bullshit, baby. You know what I'm saying? Real talk.
Hey, Bob Marley.
Everybody. Man, listen, I have had women that I wish were still in my stable, but I could not control them. They just wanted me to be what they wanted me to be. And I did my best to leave in a way where we were not enemies, but a lot of times they were mad at me.
Yeah.
But most of the women I dealt with, they don't really hate me later on because I'm a generous guy. If I'm with you, I do things that I know are going to amaze you.
Right.
But what they don't know is I'm with you because I know you're easily amazed.
All right, let's get back to your story. Because we go off on a lot of tangents during this interview. Now, did you find out that you had a whole bunch of like half brothers and sisters at your dad's funeral?
Yeah, you know, when you
YouTube Premium is ad-free YouTube and exclusive access to all things VIP, so you can superfan from your sofa. YouTube Premium, it's way more than ad-free. Try 1 month on us.
When you go to your funeral of your father, sometimes you see other people that were created by him that you didn't
look
know
like you
about.
a little bit.
Yeah. Oh man, it's a crazy world, man. I don't know why people think this. What do they call it? The nuclear family, where it's just the man, the woman, and maybe two kids.
Right.
It's just not a realistic thing in this world. My mother found out about maybe 11 or 12 of her sisters and brothers as life went on. You know what I'm saying?
How many siblings?
At the funeral.
How many siblings do you have?
I grew up with my 2 brothers and my 2 sisters.
Okay.
But I know I got a brother named Jarrell. And it was two other people at the funeral, but they weren't friendly. And people were, even though they were there, people were like, oh.
Huh.
And one of my uncles, he was one of the nicest guys in the world. He said, they're not very friendly. So wherever you at, I wish you well, but there's no need for us to meet now this late in life.
Well, you grew up in the Robert Taylor homes.
Yeah.
Which was the biggest housing projects in the U.S. and at one point in the world.
Really?
28 high-rise buildings, 16 stories high, 4,400 units with 27,000 residents. So it's like a whole city, pretty much.
This comedian named Kenny Howe, he used to call it Robert Taylor, Illinois, because it was a lot of people over there. And yo, Vlad, I'm gonna tell you about the projects, man. It's a lot of good people, but the bad ones, they stuck out like a sore thumb.
Well, that is a notorious housing project.
Yes.
So in 1976, a young woman was thrown off of a high floor in that building, one of the buildings, and survived.
What?
Yes. In
My woman, my kid, no. Me, all my women, all my kids. Let's all get together. Let's do it right. You know what I'm saying? If America was set like that, there would be so many solid foundations of family. But I believe the reason families are not solid because everybody got to act like they only gonna be with one lady. It just doesn't happen that much.
Most women are in polygamous relationships. They just don't want to admit it.
Of course.
But most women are in polygamous relationships, especially when they date certain types of men.
You know, and I've seen them all have that type of urge to be with more than one woman. I'm talking about Black, white, Asian, Hispanic, preachers, you name it, civil rights leaders. Because Martin Luther King, man, I know he had them hoes on the road. That's why Coretta used to be like, you going to Alabama, that one bitch out there, ain't you? Now, Coretta, go on with that bullshit, baby. You know, real talk.
Hey, Bob Marley.
Everybody. Man, listen, I have had women that I wish were still in my stable, but I could not control them. They just wanted me to be what they wanted me to be. And I did my best to leave in a way where we were not enemies, but a lot of times they were mad at me.
Yeah.
But most of the women I dealt with, they don't really hate me later on because I'm a generous guy. If I'm with you, I do things that I know are going to amaze you.
Right.
But what they don't know is I'm with you because I know you're easily amazed.
All right, let's get back to your story. Because we go off on a lot of tangents during this interview. Now, did you find out that you had a whole bunch of like half brothers and sisters at your dad's funeral?
Yeah, you know, when you go to your funeral of your father, sometimes you see other people that were created by him that you
kind of
didn't
look
know
like you
about.
a little bit.
Yeah. Oh man, it's a crazy world, man. I don't know why people think this. What do they call it? The nuclear family, where it's just the man, the woman, and maybe two kids.
Right.
It's just not a realistic thing in this world. My mother found out about maybe 11 or 12 of her sisters and brothers as life went on. You know what I'm saying?
How many
a couple of them at the
siblings?
funeral.
How many siblings do you have?
I grew up with my two brothers and my two sisters.
Okay.
But I know I got a brother named Jarrell. And it was two other people at the funeral, but they weren't friendly. And people were, even though they were there, people were like, oh.
Huh.
And one of my uncles, he was one of the nicest guys in the world. He said, they're not very friendly. So wherever you at, I wish you well, but there's no need for us to meet now this late in life.
Well, you grew up in the Robert Taylor homes.
Yeah.
Which was the biggest housing projects in the U.S. and at one point in the world.
Really?
28 high-rise buildings, 16 stories high, 4,400 units with 27,000 residents. So it's like a whole city, pretty much.
This comedian named Kenny Howe, he used to call it Robert Taylor, Illinois, because it was a lot of people over there. And yo, Vlad, I'm gonna tell you about the projects, man. It's a lot of good people, but the bad ones, they stuck out like a sore thumb.
Well, that is a notorious housing project.
Yes.
So in 1976, a young woman was thrown off of a high floor in that building, one of the buildings, and survived.
What?
Yes. In 1991, a Chicago Housing Authority police officer was killed. In 1993, a maintenance worker was killed. So
listen, when
some
you
shit
say
was
that
happening.
stuff, everyone, I was like, when you said the lady, I was like, who was she arguing with? And then when you said the officer, I was like, trying to be tough. And then when you said the maintenance worker, he should have fixed the shit right. You know what I'm saying?
Like, there's a reason for every situation.
It is. Right. I'm telling you. But, you know, poverty kind of destroys the mind. So let's just make sure we add that in there. When you got that many people who are in poverty, yeah, it can go bad. It can go bad, especially if you ain't fixing shit right. That maintenance man should have did his job. That's all I got to say.
The toilet just kept flushing. Just
I just still shit on the floor.
Next time he comes, doesn't fix my shit.
We ain't playing up in here. That's all that is. That ain't nothing. Like, we can get stats where I live. I live in a very decent neighborhood, and on my block, some things have happened that if I spread them out just like you spread them out, and it ain't even as many people. You get what I'm saying? So, Robert Taylor Homes, man, look, it's all about there are crazy people in Robert Taylor Homes, and we all knew the crazy people. But I got a homeboy from Chicago. His name is T, and he's one of the guys. If I'm just trying to say one of the guys that really you don't mess with. But I also think he's a fair dude, and he has a picnic, reunion picnics. There's never any incidents really at his picnics. You know why? Because everybody knows. Don't fuck up with T, you know what I'm saying? So that's why most of the time when people fuck up in life is because they know there's no repercussions. But when there's repercussions in life to what you do, people tread a little lightly.
Well, did you know that Kenny Duckworth grew up there?
Is that the ball player?
No, that's Kendrick Lamar's dad.
Who?
Kendrick Lamar's dad.
He grew up in Robert Taylor Homes?
Yes.
Wow, that's amazing. I wonder, is that why little bro reached out to me, man?
I'm wondering if that's connected with you being in the These Walls video later on.
Well, no, what the little bro Kendrick told me was like he was a fan of my comedy. I bet I wonder if he knew that. Because
I wonder if his dad was originally a fan and then he watched from the dad because his dad grew up in the same place you grew up.
And those stories like that.
You guys might be around the same age too.
Yeah. I'm not sure. But I love my time with Kendrick Lamar because I consider him a real one. You know what I'm saying? And even how he reached out to
late
me.
50s. Yeah. Yeah, he relocated to Compton in 1984.
Well, wow.
Yeah. Small world, right?
Yeah, it's a small world, man. It's a small world.
You guys ran past each other at one point.
From the Taylors.
Right.
That's crazy.
Crazy, right?
That's a fact I didn't know nothing about. Hey, Kendrick, what up, boy? Come holler at your boy. Come grab me out this cold-ass underground with them motherfucking people.
How did it feel to be in that music video? Because even at that point, Kendrick was huge.
Man, I'm telling you, man, when Lil Bro reached out to me, I didn't believe it was him.
Huh.
I was like, who the fuck is this playing on the internet? And he had to go through an agent to get in touch with me. I was like, that was really him? Wow.
Oh, so he called originally?
Man, he was reaching out to me, and I'm telling you, man, he was... when I was around him, I watch people when I'm around people, man. He's a real one. I like Kendrick a lot. Yeah. Thanks for that lick, Kendrick. And all the guys who be with him. Everybody was cool.
Right. You're in the gym.
Yeah.
So, talk about the story of you.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on. You don't need me to use more. All right, we back.
Kendrick at the house party. No one believes you.
I was so glad when he showed up to the video. Because, you know, at videos, they have people doing too much. And some of the staff was trying to put me on weird stuff and take me to makeup and do all this stuff. And I was just like, yeah. Kendrick showed up. He was, oh, no.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? He not funny. He let me be myself in the video. They gave me a premise and a couple of lines. And he was just like, Corey, go. And that feels good when people give you that type of leeway to go, because every sitcom or movie opportunity I got a chance to do, man, eventually the director was like, just let him go. Let's see what he does.
What was that dance scene with Terry Crews and Kendrick about? I've watched it over and over again. I still don't understand it at all.
With YouTube Music Premium, listen ad-free. Offline.
Hey, Terry Crews, I think he ad-libbed that. Crews is a fun, loving guy type of dude, even though he's very intimidating looking. Man, Terry Crews, mad cool, man. So, you know what I'm saying? I think he just ad-libbed that. Because, you know, it's at a video shoot, you want to stand out, want the video to be good, so he just did his thing, I guess.
That stood out. Right. Did you hear him recently? He talked about how you sometimes masturbate for 13 hours a day?
Who said that?
Terry Crews.
Oh, well, he's healthy.
I said a side chick would fix all that. Come on now. 13 hours to porn? He would masturbate to porn for 13 hours a day.
At one time, I used to masturbate. I really don't masturbate no more. I have to say that for these bitches.
Right, you always got a girl around.
I'm like, oh, I can't go over there on E. I gotta save it. So that's why I don't really masturbate no more, because I have people who are counting on me on the blow the back outside of the game. You know,
they want to see the volume.
Right.
Like,
yeah. So if Terry got that much energy, wow, dude, I need some of that stuff you taking.
The Robert Taylor homes were notorious for the gangs. Black Disciples, Gangster Disciples, the Mickey Cobras at one point. Did you yourself get involved in any of that?
Nah.
No, not at all.
Nah.
Why is that?
Just one more thing. It wasn't my thing. And believe me, when I tell you, I remember so vividly the gang life, because I lived in this building that was the last building before you go into this part called the Hole. And that's where the Cobra Stones was. And my building was like the GD building, 5266 South State. And it's like where you'd see the Cobra Stones right here and the GDs right here in my building, and you'd see the fights out the window. And some of the things I saw, I can't believe it. It went down like that. You know what I mean? Just like sometimes during the day, they all just meet, throw up their shit till it turned into something, and then before you know it, somebody really want to get out. But I think that's that young, broke adrenaline.
Young, broke adrenaline.
Young, broke adrenaline will make you do some things that you be like, man, I can't believe I used to do that.
What was the craziest shit you saw during that time?
I seen somebody get murdered.
Right in front of you.
Man, I was a kid. I was probably like in 6th grade, 7th grade. And, because you're looking out the window. And all this back and forth, rocks, all that. Then this dude had a shotgun, and he just shot it into the crowd.
Damn.
And somebody was killed. And here's the thing about it. There's no grief counseling. There's no nothing. And here's what's worse. Watch this, Vlad. We know those people. You see them out the window. Oh my God, so-and-so did this. And what's his name is dead. This is the life of growing up inner city poverty. All over the country, though. I don't want to just say Robert Taylor homes, even though because it's a project, you're sitting there watching it. You get a front row seat to the chaos.
Yeah.
That I could never explain. And these are my classmates.
Right.
Can you understand that? These are not grown men. These are my classmates, Vlad.
Yeah.
So.
Right. So you didn't want any piece of that. You were good.
Just want my thing.
Yeah.
And that's what it is in life. Sometimes stuff just not your thing. And in fact, they used to show me love. I could go to the Cobblestone building because a lot of those guys were in my classroom. And on top of that, I used to be the guy make people laugh. Really? So this comedy has basically guided me through life.
Well, you said your mother was the sheriff of the house. She would spank you, but also use belts, extension cords, that type of thing.
Yeah.
Stuff that they don't allow these days, unfortunately. CPS would get called.
I guess, yeah. Like at that time in life, there was nobody you call when somebody's disciplining their kids. I don't think my mother ever took it too far. My mother didn't want us. She wouldn't even let me, like the building I live in the projects, she wouldn't let me go downstairs. Sometimes I could play on the porch, but I couldn't go downstairs outside until I was probably like in 7th or 8th grade.
Well, you almost set the house on fire at one point?
Yeah, but that was when I was we weren't living in the projects then. We were living in some old ran down building. Well, I wouldn't say it's a ran down building, but I'm saying like when you don't have a lot of money, man, if you got a roof over your head, man, you win it. And I used to play with matches. I just had a fascination with matches. But when I burned that mattress up, that fixed everything. I stopped playing with matches because I didn't know that stuff could catch on fire that fast. And I was like, oh my God. And I would have hid in the closet. And my mother was worried about me after the fireman came and everything. She was like, oh, where's my baby? He done ran away. And I was in the closet scared to death because you hear them big fireman boots coming in there and everything. I was like, my dumb ass hid in the closet. What the hell was I thinking? I just didn't want to face her. But she was so happy to see me, she didn't even do nothing.
Well, your first job was at Burger King in high school.
Yeah. Made a lot of money at Burger King.
Right, because you would steal, basically.
Yeah. I have never had I used to have all of the nice shoes in high school because that was before all these they were just getting into the computer registers. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I used to be working the drive-through. Shit, I had my business going too. I gave Burger King some money too, but I had a nice business going on.
Okay, so did you get fired from that job?
Yeah.
For stealing?
No.
No?
Never got caught stealing.
Okay.
I got fired because it was a female manager who didn't like me. The beginning of bitches fucking with me. A female manager didn't like me, and she found a way to keep writing me up until they got rid of me because new management came. The old management liked me because I used to come to work all the time. And getting people to be dependable at work is not easy to do. But as much money as I was making, I wasn't finna miss work. That's insane.
Right. But you finally got fired.
Yeah, I got fired.
Okay. There was a situation, I think it was in high school, where you caught an STD and you gave it to your girlfriend.
Was that in high school? I think it was, if it was in high school, it was senior year. I think it was a little right after high school.
Right.
Because I wasn't having a lot of sex during high school.
But after high school, you started having sex.
School, oh my God, I learned what to say to people.
So you caught an STD and you gave it to your girlfriend.
No, my girlfriend gave it to me.
Your girlfriend gave you an STD.
Yes.
Okay, wait. So in my note says then you took your girlfriend to the side chick's house who gave it to you?
Yeah. Now, that was another STD I caught.
That was another STD.
First time I caught one, this nasty girl gave me something. And then the other time, I didn't...
Hey, y'all got to stay safe out there, man. I don't care what you're doing. Just try to be as safe as you can, period.
Really know who gave it to me, but I had a chance to sleep with the girl who broke my heart in high school. So since it was so recent, I took my girlfriend over there and was like, you gave us something. Because I always wanted to get her back anyway because she broke my heart in high school.
So you brought your girlfriend to the other girl's house.
Because I was acting like, well, we should tell her. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I had to act like I was a good guy.
How did that meeting go with the three of you?
I was so sad because I felt bad afterwards because she thought I was coming over to do it again. And she just opened the door and I was like, hey, wait. I just want you to know this is my girl and we have something we want to tell you. And her mouth was like, what the hell is this? And it just made me feel bad because I got a heart.
Okay.
But I felt like I got her back. She broke my heart in high school.
Right.
So,
You confronted her with an STD to get her back.
I was like, me and my girl, we had to go get checked out because I think you gave us an STD. And her face, the crush. She was like, I didn't do anything with nobody but you. And I was like, hey, that's what they all say. You know what I'm saying? I was just like, yo. It was so epic. I felt bad leaving. I was like, oh man, I didn't mean to get her like that. But she did break my heart in high school.
Okay, so you graduate high school and then you go to Triton College?
Yeah, junior college.
Junior college.
Yeah.
And at that point, you're still trying to pursue basketball.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But at one point, you realize you're not going to be able to keep going with it.
Well, you have to go to school and do homework and stuff like that. And that's just that. I had no time for that shit. I was there to hoop.
Right. Didn't they call you the dunk creator at one point?
Yeah, I used to have a really high vertical leap. I'm talking about I used to be able to jump so high, it was ridiculous.
Huh. How tall are you?
I'm 6 feet.
Okay.
And I used to play
so you could dunk
power
at 6
forward.
Feet. You could dunk at 6 feet.
Oh, man, listen, man. When I first moved out here to L.A., I was 30, and I still had that bounce, and I used to amaze people over at Balboa Park and how I used to, how the rim, they let the rim up? I used to still dunk on the rim when it was up. Not all the way high, but when it was up a little bit, people was like, what the hell is that?
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So a lot of the guys saw me in there playing ball, and they were like, I could play, but my leaping ability was crazy.
Okay. So you ended up putting basketball aside. You pretty much stopped at junior college?
Yeah. I wasn't going to make no money playing ball. I could tell. I was like, I'm hanging out at this JUCO, and I'm like 24. You know what I'm saying? I've aged out. So let me jump into the real world, which is a very difficult thing to do. I remember my last college game when I fouled out, and I was like, this is probably going to be it.
Okay. Okay. So right around the age of 23, that's when you started with comedy, 1992.
Yeah.
And Adele Givens gave you your first shot?
Adele Givens was the MC, and Godfrey brought me to the comedy club.
Okay. So you got on stage for the first time.
Got on stage for the first time, and Vlad, I killed him. It was everything I thought it would be. Because I did it once in college, at the talent show in college, and I killed it, but I didn't win because I cracked a fat joke, and it was a fat judge. I found out the politics of the game right there, like, oh, shit. But when I went on stage at the comedy club, that first time, I killed. Then the next day, I brought the whole neighborhood. I was like, what's this? And I bombed. Corey, get you ain't no goddamn comedian. The people I brought with me was talking shit. Fuck. I was so good that day. They was like, get the fuck out of here, Corey. Go back to Burger King. Real talk. Yeah.
Okay. So how did it go from there? Like, what was the grind like to start getting your comedy chops together?
I got respect for a lot of the guys that are making it on the internet. I got respect for you because making a living in this world is not easy, but my chops came from grind, driving from Chicago to New York for $200 and hoping you get the $200. I was performing in front of all kinds of crowds. I was dedicated. I lost jobs that people said, you're crazy. You work at Caterpillar Tractor and you're not going to keep that job? I got to do my comedy. Oh, you're out of your mind. I was dedicated to the grind. And so by the time I got a shot in front of a Hollywood type of scouting agency and everything, there was no denying I was the man. That was at that Jamie Foxx Laugh-A-Palooza in Atlanta way back. I don't know, it was a while ago, but that was the first time anybody besides the literal underground crowds and promoters and audience got a chance to see Corey Holcomb.
Right. You won a few competitions. The Miller Genuine Draft Comedy Search, Budweiser Comedy Competition, Chicago Home Jam. So you were really putting yourself out there and entering actual comedy competitions.
I mean, I'm not one who brags, but I knew how good I was. I was like, man, I'm one of the best ones at this. You know what I'm saying? It's just, it sounds vain when you say that. But that's one thing I could stand on. I seen a lot of comedians. I was like, shit, I'm one of the best ones out here.
So around the same time, you mentioned Godfrey and Adele Givens, but Deion Cole, D. Ray Davis, is that around the same time?
Me and Deion started around the same time. D. Ray was some years behind us. I would say D. Ray probably was about, let me see. D. Ray had to be about 5 to 10 years behind us.
Okay, he came later.
Yeah.
Right, but Deion came with you.
Yeah, me and Deion started around the same time.
Shout out to Deion, man. I love Deion.
Deion, I love when I see him doing things, I'm like, yeah. Because, I know the journey.
Yeah.
I watched it.
So
I love to see it turn into something where I feel like he's putting himself as one of those people who may have a Hollywood square one day. You know what I mean? Yeah. Keep doing it, Deion.
At what point did you realize that it's not about the jokes for you, but about telling your life story?
A little bit before I moved out here, I got put out by this girl that she had a real nice body and her face wasn't that good, but her body made me like her so much and she moved me in. Even though she took me from my other girlfriend, so she wasn't shit. But anyway, I'm just saying. When she put me out, I just started talking about my life. It was like something that made me go, what the hell? And it clicked. I'm talking about me. I got jokes, but when do they hear what's happening to me? That's the way I feel like my life is one of the greatest stories ever told. Riding bikes. Like people from Chicago are going to listen to what I'm saying right now and they're going to be like, you didn't do that. I rode a bike from the Beacon Theater up north on 4700 North all the way to Dalton, Illinois, a bicycle, because I didn't have a car and my broad lived in Dalton. And I was up at Uptown. People from Chicago who hear this, they're not going to believe it. But that was my life. That's why I had incredible hops in my opinion and everything. I was straight grinding. And I was like, man, this story has to be told. So I always was smart in school. I just never was a school guy. Once I put it together, I'm going to start telling my story. Nobody's been able to touch me if you ask me. And there are funny comedians. It's about 10 to 20 funny comedians in the game. 10 to 20. I think I'm the best out of that. And I know it's some good comedians. Like I always mention Lavelle Crawford. I think Lavelle Crawford is one of the best comedians out there who came up around me, Deion, all those guys. But I think I'm one of the strongest comedians.
No, I saw you perform. And the one thing that I realized was that all this was true. I feel like you did not make up any part during your stand-up routine. From the STDs to the talk about the type of girls you're with to everything.
I think it's what helps me live longer. If you get it off your chest, Vlad, because it's things that we live with.
Yeah.
As long as you hold on to it, man, that's weight inside your body. I get it out on stage. I get a chance to talk to the people, and the people love it. The people who come see me. Now, there are some people mad in the audience, but those are normally the people who are ashamed of who they are. But you gotta get it off, Vlad. You can't let that stuff build up inside you.
Well, in 2000, you're 31 years old. You drove from Chicago to California with a revoked license.
Yeah.
I guess you went the wrong way through Utah and Wyoming.
Yeah, I went across country instead of going on the angle down. So the trip was a lot longer than it should have been, because back then that was before phones.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You'd have a map, a paper map.
He looked at a map.
Yeah, 2000? Well, no. Let me see, 2000? Yeah, no, you had like MapQuest and shit then.
Of course, I wasn't up on that.
Or
You know
no.
what I mean? I was just a dude in a Crown Vic.
Yeah, I don't even think, yeah,
Victoria.
the GPS, the portable GPS, I don't think we're out yet. Yeah, you're right.
If they were out, of course, I didn't have money for nothing like that.
Right,
and
fair
that
enough,
was the
yeah.
first time I saw a moose up close. I didn't know they were that big. I
That was a dinosaur.
What the hell is that? What the? Anyway, yeah.
Okay, so you finally arrive to LA.
The day after the Lakers won their championship with Shaq.
Right.
That's when I got here. City was in chaos.
Right.
And I always tell people, me being from Chicago, I know how it is, because when the Bulls won their first title, City was towed up.
Right.
Yeah.
So now you start getting to the whole Hollywood scene. And, well, the next year you perform on The Tonight Show with Jay Leno.
I couldn't believe it. It was like all these pieces of a dream were coming together. And Jay Leno was so cool to me, man. He was so cool. He's the one that made it where, well, it was Jay Leno and these two guys who booked it, Bob and Ross. And only Hollywood insiders will probably know who I'm talking about. But I can't tell you how much I appreciate their kindness toward me. As the management I had introduced them to me, I felt like they were actually trying to help me. And you know, I'm that guy. If you just crack the door, I'll be able to go. So Jay Leno and Bob and Ross, I appreciate y'all.
Right. And then at that point, you started getting into the whole scene. You were in movies like Mike with Bow Wow.
Yeah, I got an opportunity. That was a hookup. That was like somebody who I know was like, I want my guy in the movie. So they just found a spot for me, and I appreciate that. I appreciate that big time. I didn't get a chance to show who I was then because I was just shocked that I was even doing it.
Yeah, you were on The Cleveland Show, the voice of Robert Tubbs.
Another thing blew my mind that they knew me. Are you serious? Y'all know me? The dude who makes the voice of Cleveland, he was a huge fan because he used to do stand-up.
Nice.
He was like, oh, I seen you rip it up. I was like, wow. So big shout out to the people over there, Cleveland Show Family Guy.
Bro.
You were on Mad TV in 2002.
Shout out to Cleveland.
Yeah. That was our free.
Bro, the Cleveland Show was like the first show I ever watched. I was just like, I think I always am gonna fuck with this style of comedy, bro. Like Family Guy, what's that one nigga name? American Dad. Like, come on, bro. But no, this nigga's voice on them shows was so classic, bro. So funny. Oh, true.
Friend, Aries, I think he had a lot to do with that.
Oh, he got you on there?
Yeah, I think he had a lot to do with that.
Okay. You guys were cool back then?
Aries was a big fan of mine.
Okay.
And I'm not gonna dog Aries. I'm not gonna dog Godfrey, but I'm gonna tell you, some people you have to give them their space. Because if you're around them, it's just gonna destroy everything. I mean, like, there are people who I am so fascinated by, but I'm smart enough not to be around them because I know me. See how I don't blame it on them? I know me. I'm like, I better
It's
say
me,
it
not
right.
you.
That's what I try to say. I try to say that. I know me. So I'm going to give you your space. Whenever I see you, I'm going to always be like, hey. But now it's to the point where I can't do that with some people. And I hate it got like that. But I have no beefs. I hate when people say, you got a beef? I ain't got no fucking beef. I'm out here living the life.
Well, you were getting a lot of stuff around this time. You're on Wild 'N Out. You're on Shaq's All-Star Comedy Jam. And I watched some of that. You went all the way in on that one. I don't think anyone was ready for the kind of jokes that you were making.
Vlad, they were not ready for me, man. When I went on stage at the Shaq All-Star, I was politic to go third. And I'm like, well, what's everybody else going to do? Because Paul Moody went up after me, and he ate the whole dick. And that ain't me trying to be mean. It's just I took everything from the room. if you get what I'm saying. I make money in Dallas today because of that night. Because it was such a strong set, and that idea at the end to have a white guy skipping across. You remember that part of the set? I didn't know if it was going to work, and the way it worked, I was like, "Yo!" It was like really cold that weekend too, where it was. Sometimes it snows in Dallas, so it was snow in Dallas and everything. But we were at the mall the next day, and it was All-Star Weekend. There's stars everywhere. I was treated like a star in the mall. They was, oh my God, this guy, he tore it up. So that was a weekend I'll never forget. The Shaq All-Star weekend.
Was that the set when he talked?
Hey, we might have to watch that, chat. I ain't gonna lie. Hold on. Let me see if they got that on YouTube. Yeah, we're gonna watch that next. All right.
Talked about your 3-year-old daughter?
I don't know if I put an age on it, but I know I did a joke that I thought was really clever about her shaking the milk all over her face.
You said, I knew my daughter wasn't going to be shit when she was 3, and she had the bottle, and it was getting all in her face, kind of like her mom.
Yeah, I was like, you just like your mama. You know what I'm saying? And it hit so hard. See, I watched Bernie Mac had that set where he was like, I ain't scared of you, motherfucker. As a comic, we all want a set that's just like killer. I'm so glad I got an opportunity to have one of those sets that'll be remembered for all time, because whatever you say about me or take away from me, that was one of the strongest sets captured on video at a live event like that. And I feel good about it.
Well, yeah, most people wouldn't refer to their baby daughter as a bitch, but here you are.
I go there sometimes.
You go there.
And there are people who like to try to take what I say on stage, or maybe when I'm talking on the internet or something like that. They want to try to make you that person. Now, of course, as a comedian, I talk about my life and I exaggerate things a little, but, there are people so desperate to try to make you a villain. And I know you know about this, Vlad, because you know what I'm saying?
All day.
You out here. They're so desperate to make you a villain. I don't think that people should be able to lie on a person's name without consequence. Because some of the stuff that people say about me, I'm like, where the fuck did they get that from?
Well, didn't you and your daughter have some public kind of back and forths?
It wasn't never a public back and forth with me and my daughter. Me and my daughter had a fallout over something, and I got mad one day, and I said, I referred to her as a bitch. And of course, people turned that. He called his daughter a bitch and all that. Do you know how much money I've made saying the term bitch? When my daughter came out here, we went shopping one day at down there in Beverly Hills at the Gucci store and all that.
Mm-hmm.
If I just told my daughter to remember that day, she'll be like, "You just said bitch one time." Me and my daughter, we have our fallouts or whatever because she grew up under her mom, and I know a lot of men who there's friction with the father and daughter, and it's just so common that I think somebody should do a documentary on that. Because why are so many daughters disappointed in their father? Like, you really have to think about, is this really propaganda about the dads? Because we love our kids for the most part. I wouldn't even be around a guy who I thought didn't have love for his own kids. We love our kids. We just are hated upon in a way that is ridiculous. I'm talking about ridiculous. Men with their daughters especially. I know guys who, like I know this rich guy from LA, and he was going to come on the 5150 show and talk about it. He's one of the guys from out here talking about his problems with his daughter. I just don't know a lot of people who get along with their daughter, and you be like, what happened? Everybody be like, She just started not liking me. And I'm not saying that's what's going on with my daughter, because as much shit as people talk, I haven't seen my daughter talk shit about me publicly. I've seen her mother, Tasha K, and all the rest of the messy bitches out there talk shit, and YouTubers who will say anything to get likes. You see them talking shit, but nobody knows what's up with me and my daughter.
Well, I just interviewed Jess Hilarious, and the two of you had some back and forth.
She a lying bitch.
Well, it started with the nude photo shoot she had with her son. And you said, there's a part that's wrong with Black America. These whores want their sons to be disgusting. It's like a naked woman who has her son who's too old to be sitting on top of her naked, then sends them off to the world just like their mom. So you also referred to it as pedophile behavior and said that the roles were reversed with a man.
You know, I don't remember everything I wrote, but I tell you this. I didn't know she was a comedian. I just saw a picture of a woman with her son in a way that I felt was really inappropriate. It's desperate for likes. But it turned into all this, and I was like, I didn't even know this girl was a comedian. So one day I called her to try to see, can I fix it? And she acted like he called me begging and all this. I was like, bitch, I don't beg bitches for shit. I'm not a beggar of bitches. I called you because I tried to be humane, even though I don't agree with the picture that you had up there about your daughter. But she act like I was doing more than that. So I can honestly say, motherfuck that bitch. I feel like there are some people you can't fix shit with them.
Well, look.
I'm not an ass-kissing man. I feel like what she did when she was talking about Charlemagne was too much, but he'd keep her around.
Well, I brought this up to her. The interview's not out yet. But basically, this is what she said. She said that she was offended over the pedophile comment and so forth because you're talking about the son and so forth.
It wasn't even really that the comedian was talking about me. It was that Corey mentioned my son.
And he called it pedophile behavior.
Yeah, pedophile behavior. I knew it was something either gay or pedophilia or some shit like that was just derogatory, like for him to say. Involving my son, I just thought that was very, very distasteful.
Did I say pedophile? Because that's not really one of my words.
Okay.
I don't know what I wrote, but I'm just saying, she lies about everything. She hypes shit up. I got no respect for the bitch.
Okay, so she put up the photo shoot, and I'll be honest, I wasn't a fan of those types of photo shoots also. Like, everyone raises their kids differently, right? Some people kiss their kids in the mouth. I do not. Some people walk around naked around their kids. I do not, right? There's certain lines that I draw, but listen, Kobe kissed his little girls in the mouth. Like, that's not cool by me, but if that's him, then okay, whatever, right?
No, Vlad, it's not the same thing.
Okay.
Vlad, you know, you're not going to walk around your daughter's naked if you live in America. You're not going to do it.
No.
Because you can get charged. Real talk. A woman taking a photo with a little boy and she has his clothes off and her clothes off. That's crossing the line, man. That's crossing the line. First of all, when you put your kids on the internet, you victimize them. When you put pictures of your kids on the internet, you victimize them.
I never put my kids on the internet.
Ask the police. Ask the police. They'll tell you. You shouldn't put your kids on the internet. No matter how much you love, in fact, I would say the family that you really love, you might not want to put them on the internet. Now, if they want to be on the internet, that's on them, especially if they're a certain age. But your child on the internet with no clothes on, and he's a young boy, and you are a woman who likes to, she's took a photo on the internet where she was basically, after she got her ass done, she had the shit put in there. She has a picture of her showing off the ass. I don't know if it was for a movie or whatever it was, but here's the main thing. I'm not mad at that lady, but that bitch has lied on me. That bitch has lied on me. That bitch said he don't be there for his kids and all this. And I'm like, bitch, you don't even know me. I don't know you, lady.
Right. I guess during the back and forth, she said that you told one of your kids, fuck them, I'll make another one.
She said, I said that to my kid?
About your kid, yeah.
Wow. I mean, like, yeah, hey, you know what, Vlad, let me tell you something. When you're doing comedy, sometimes you'll say some shit. And you'll be like, I said that? Wow. You know what I'm saying?
You know what's funny? Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No,
I'm just saying, people will watch you and pick the pieces they can say something bad about. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck, man? You ask the people who know me who I am. I'm gonna tell you the people who might have something bad to say about me, some of the bitches I fuck with. But not all of them. Not all of them, because women who get away from me, I'm still able to call them and be cool with them. A lot of them. But I've been with a lot of bitches, so I don't know.
Well, at one point, Jess Hilarious got into it with T.S. Madison over some of the trans comments she made.
Yeah.
And I brought this up in our interview. T.S. Madison called her Robert Townsend in the face. And she said, that's actually kind of funny. T.S. Madison called you Robert Townsend in the face.
Shorty, that was funny as shit. Like, we not gonna sit back and act like that wasn't funny. Like, no, that was funny. I will say that.
That girl, I don't know a lot of girls who face the world as they truly are. And so I can't say nothing about one. I'm talking about where I'm from. Most girls do not face the world how they really look.
What do you mean?
I'm talking about most of the women you're talking to are in a disguise.
Right, with makeup and so forth?
Everything they have on, it's a disguise.
Hair, makeup.
You're not talking to that woman until she's been in the hospital for a week or more. That's when you find out how she really looks. When she can't get to her disguise. You know what I'm saying? You don't know how these women really look. They look like the homies, like dead ass. These are our tribal sisters, but they do not want to look like they're part of the tribe. They want to look like they're from the Kardashian tribe. And I think it's a tragedy what's happened in this world. Because go look at Chuck D's Fight the Power video and how people looked back then. And look at how everybody looks now. I'm talking about there are women who actually think they're sane, but they won't face the world how they really look ever. Ever. So when you say the dude, Madison, said that she looked like who?
Robert Townsend.
Robert Townsend, I think that's funny too. I would agree.
She thought it was funny also, Jess.
Yeah.
Well, here's what she said. She said that you called her and y'all had a conversation, and from her point of view, it seemed like things had worked out, but then you kept talking shit about her afterwards, and that's why she's like, I can't work it out with him.
She's a liar. She's a liar. I don't. It doesn't even matter. I'm not mad at that girl. I don't have a beef with that girl. That girl don't affect my money in no way. And I hope people go see her do comedy. Go buy the ticket. Go see her do comedy, and let's see what happens after that. Because this comedy thing, a lot of us have an expiration date, but staying power should be respected. People who are able to stay out there and do what they do, that should be respected, because a lot of these people are fly-by-night guys. What is that dude, Dane Cook, the MySpace guy? Where is he? These people were
good point.
Popular at one time, popping, but they go away.
Well, I'll just say this before closing it. I hope you guys do work it out at some point, because what she did say was that you are a great stand-up comedian, and her dad was a huge fan of your work. Well, she said that on camera.
I'm telling you this on camera about the girl, the hilarious girl, Godfrey, Aries. I have no beef with none of you. I talk shit because I'm a alpha. I'm a man. When you talk shit to me, I'm like, okay. I naturally talk shit. But I'm not walking down the street seeing somebody and getting ready to say something out of pocket to them. I don't walk down the street, but yeah, what up, motherfucker? Except for the time when I saw Aries in the airport, I didn't do nothing but be like, hey, man, what happened with that shit? He was like, oh, what you hear? He was getting loud. I was like, you fucking coward motherfucker. I just walked away like, fuck it.
All right, let's talk about the Aries situation. So at the time that the incident happened on your show, Aries was a regular on my show.
Was it?
Yeah. So that situation happened, and he was a regular on my show. So in a way, I kind of took his side because me and you were talking, and that's where the beef with me and you kind of started.
I remember that.
Yeah, that's cool. You know, we got on the phone. We talked about all that. We talked it all out.
I ain't trying to interrupt the story, but let me ask you something. Why do you think now me and you sit down and everything is good? Why do you think that?
Because we've always been good.
I think that we do it like this because we're confident men.
Right.
I really do believe that. I believe you're a confident guy.
Yeah.
I'm a confident man. I really don't have time to be mad at nobody.
Right.
You have to do something awful for me to be like, all right, enough is enough. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so let's talk about that incident, right? So he was a guest on your show, right? On the 5150 show, which I've been a guest on as well.
Yay!
Was he drunk when he was on the show?
Yes.
Was he drinking before, during?
I don't know if he was drinking before, but during the show he was drinking.
Okay.
Coping mechanism. You know what I'm saying? He thought I was one of his heroes. He couldn't control himself, as he not been able to control himself in a lot of places.
Okay, so he gets on the show and he's drinking, and your co-host was it Darlene?
Darlene. And Zoe was there.
And Zoe, right. And I guess he called Darlene a Mexican bitch.
Said something like that, yeah.
Yeah, I remember she mentioned that to me.
Yeah.
But him and Zoe started to go at it.
I wouldn't say they was going at it. He just was trying to interrupt Zoe and do too much where it was obvious. It was obvious. He was like, oh, he's doing too much. And I already knew I was like, I fucked up. I brought him on. You know, when you get to that point, like, fuck up. Let's see, can we make it through this? But we didn't make it through it. Because he challenged a guy that was willing to go.
Right.
And I've seen Zoe when Zoe gets fired up, I don't think he has control. And I know people like that. People, when they get fired up, they will fight. Especially Aries. Because
right. I remember I watched that clip with someone. They were like, oh, when Aries made that little light skin comment, that's probably what made Zoe snap. Like,
and he was talking over him the whole show, man.
Yeah.
He was just like, he had no respect for Zoe at all.
Right.
And
didn't he say, I'll smack the shit out of you or something like that?
He said something like that.
He said, Zoe stood up.
Some of you light-skinned motherfucker. And then he said something like that. And Zoe was like, you're about to prove it. And Zoe was scared after he beat him up because, you know, in this world, people go get lawyers. And that's just what his bitch ass did. Aries bitch ass when they got lawyers. Yeah.
Okay, so he sued you or Zoe?
He tried to, they try to sue anybody they can.
Okay, so you get served with a lawsuit. And what do they try to say? That you didn't provide proper security or something? Or?
Whatever they write to justify their lawsuit. Vlad, when people sue, they say whatever they think will get them some money. But when the lawyers found out there was no insurance or nothing like that, and I think Aries only dropped them off a retainer, but didn't keep giving them money. Because, you know, they're trying to get their money, too.
Right.
They said, the hell with it.
Oh, so they just dropped it.
Like,
how much do you have to spend, though?
About 20.
About 20,000.
Yeah.
So did you end up firing Zoe after that?
No. Yeah.
Was he still on the show, though?
Yeah, he was still on the show. That was my guy. That was my dude. And like I say, Zoe has a temper. It was another guy on the show named Freeze Love. One day, Zoe got mad at Freeze because Freeze took his hat off, and Zoe doesn't like when you see his head. They were finna go at it. And then one time, me and Zoe went at it. And it was like, I am so glad that he didn't really try to fight me because it would have been a very regretful moment in our lives. Because sometimes you can fight your squad. Do you know what I mean when I say that?
Yeah.
Sometimes squad can get into it. Sometimes it brings you closer. One of my craziest friends, his name is Nate. We had a fight. We've been super solid ever since.
Okay, so Aries sues, but ultimately he drops the lawsuit. It just doesn't progress. So you end up having to pay your 20 to protect yourself. But ultimately, yeah, man, look, when me and Aries got into it, he made a video saying he's going to sue me because I said that he was rude to my staff.
Yo, Vlad, I'm about to sue you for defamation of character. This is about to get ugly. Because now you're just making shit up. I saw the clip where you said your staff, as in multiple people, said that I was disrespectful to them. Your staff, you got one guy that's in the studio with you, and that's the cameraman. And the only interaction I ever have with your camera guy is when he mics me up. And I signed a tablet saying you could use my likeness. No words are ever exchanged between me and the one guy in the studio besides you. Your staff, and I'm disrespectful, you have a lawsuit coming. You're lying.
What type of goddamn lawsuit is that? I said, come sue me. I said, come to my show. You can serve me at my show.
But do you understand he's a Hollywood boy? I think one of his parents was a Hollywood person.
His mom was a singer.
Singer?
Singer.
Yeah, that's a Hollywood boy. He's gonna always talk tough because that's how he talks. But in real life, he's big old bag of sugar. And that ain't nothing to be embarrassed about at our age, that you're not a fighter. But I think he just talks a lot. So when I see it, it's kind of irritating. I'm like, yeah. But I'm not mad at him still.
Well, here's what's funny, right? I had Faison Love on my show recently.
Yeah.
And he talked about Aries.
Yeah.
And I guess Aries sent him a voicemail. I'm going to play this right here. Listen to this. You ready for this?
You serious?
I'm serious.
You going to play the voicemail?
Faison just sent it to me this morning.
Nigga, I hope your bitch ass has the balls that when you see me in public to approach me with the same energy.
Is that real?
I think so, yeah.
Oh my God, Aries, why do you say that? Why would you say that, Aries? We all get upset. We're all imperfect beings. But here's the truth. Faison will beat the shit out of Aries.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I feel like he could beat him unconscious. So why would you do that, brother?
He completely would. I've seen Faison fight. And I've seen Aries fight. How did those two fights work out?
I size everybody up. I size everybody up. I know what. Like, Faison got weight on him.
Oh, yeah.
But trust me, it ain't a whole weight. Faison is like my brother. They're big, strong guys.
Yes.
Naturally. I don't know why Aries would say that, because what's going to happen when you run into Faison? You're going to get loud? That's fine. You shouldn't do that, Aries. Even if we have issues like this, that, and the other, we're entertainers. We see each other on the circuit, which is why I called the girl, the hilarious girl, because I'm like, it's not worth it. And it's a girl. I didn't know he was a comedian. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, that's a whole nother thing. But I'm saying, Aries, you leaving voicemails like that. Aries, the homie, I ain't even gonna tell you, the homie in Atlanta said you had a voicemail. But I know you ain't talking crazy to him, because what he said he'd do, you know he gonna do. I bet you one. But the thing about you leaving these voicemails, this is what I'm saying to you, Aries. You have to learn how to get ahead of your ego at some point, brother, because listen, man, you too old to be getting beat up. You don't heal right at our age, and your sickness, which I know your sickness a little, because when you tried to act like you were injured, the lawyers were able to look into your medical history. Aries, you don't need to be saying that, like, when I see you, I have the same energy. Stop it. Stop it. There are people who talk shit about me online where I just be like, oh, I got people who've said my name every week for 10 years. And they still ain't got no numbers where enough people watch the show where it's worth it. But they can't help it. They need that validation. I would say to Aries, I don't care what somebody say about you online, especially if it's true. What are you mad about? But I'm just saying.
Did you see that? Do you know what he's mad about?
He's getting embarrassed in front of the public. And
well, no, but
public,
specifically, did you see what Faison said about Aries? About the hotel?
Yeah.
That Aries was arguing with the hooker in the lobby.
I mean, about money.
Not paying her.
About money.
Yeah.
The last thing, just like that.
Just like the argument he got with me about money.
You putting yourself on the spot arguing with a hooker about money. Pay the hoe. You supposed to pay the hoe.
Right.
If you with the hoe, you got to pay the hoe. You can't have her getting loud and running her mouth about you. A hoe is supposed to be one of your closest things to a friend you got, if you know what I mean, because hoes are kinder to me than the women that I say I'm in relationships with, because I give them their money.
Right.
So that's something that guys need to know. Just pay the hoe, man. If you out here tricking, buying pussy, you have to pay them.
Right.
Don't have them leaving upset about, you got a bitch out here talking crazy about you over what? $20, $40, $100? Are you serious?
Yeah, that's what I think he was mad about. And I mean, look, man, Aries, I honestly think is just a ridiculous person, man. I've always showed him love. The fallout we had was him just being jealous and petty.
I want to tell you something about that, Vlad.
Yeah.
And you tell me, do you agree? See, this is what happens. As people in a position to help people, the people who you help, who cross you, it's a different type of frustration you have with them.
Yeah.
Because it's happened to me. Like, it's people, I had a guy who used to drive Uber, and I used to have him around me, not only just on my internet show, I used to take him to gigs, I used to help his family financially, all that. And now he talks shit about me. But you have to just fuck that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Especially when you know, man, let me tell you something, man. You built his career back up. And everybody who knows anything about the business knows his interviews with you are what helped his business get the recognition it needed for him to have an opportunity to financially be in a better spot.
Right.
And I know you got to know that. So letting that go is a challenge. Because trust me, I've had to do it. But him, he's not going to, what do you think he's going to do? He's going to shoot himself in the foot again. If he left a voicemail like that to Faison, knowing when he see Faison, he's not going to walk up on Faison.
No.
Unless you know he keeps shooting himself in the foot.
Right.
I don't want to fight Faison.
No,
You know what I'm
I
saying?
wouldn't fight Faison.
I don't want to
No,
fight.
I would run.
Right.
And he would get tired, so I'd be okay.
Right. I don't think I would say that. Faison ain't going to catch me.
He's not going to catch me. Sorry, Faison, I love you, but you're going to get tired. After about 30 seconds.
Faison, you ain't going to catch me. You ain't going to catch me, buddy. And trust me, I ain't all that in shape either,
But
but
still.
Faison ain't going to catch me. Because I know if he catch me, it's a problem. But yeah, you leaving them messages, man, and we all be in the same spots, man. You're going to walk up on that man one day. I would advise you to just call that man and just say it was a moment. And I believe Faison will be like, yeah, all right, because I believe Faison got that blackout type of thing going on. But if you call him and tell him, yo, man, I blacked out. I don't want that. We grown. I believe it'll just be over like that. I really do. So I hope Mr. Spears listens to me. Don't leave that out there like that. Don't leave that out there like that. We got to be able to tell people, okay, I had a moment, especially at our age.
Well, the situation with you and Christina Payne.
I don't know why people call this lady a comic. She's not a comic. She's a...
So what exactly happened?
A dopehead was following me around because I would not give her the attention she wanted, and she finally got me to get up off me, and this crooked attorney and her friends at TMZ took the opportunity to try to turn me into a villain, and it's all part of entertainment for people like me, Vlad. I watched what happened to Jim Brown. I watched what happened to Michael Jackson. I watched what happened to, you name it. All of the guys, they got to throw some dirt on you. So they took a 30-second clip of my life and tried to turn me into a villain. But I don't speak to that woman. I don't know that woman. This woman is a heavy drug user.
So what exactly happened in that incident?
One of the days she was following me. Are you talking about the incident that TMZ showed?
Yeah, the TMZ.
It was when I finally hit the peak. She had been following me around, talking crazy to me, and just basically egging me on. And so, you know, TMZ said I punched some woman. In a way, I guess I am a human being. I can pop off. I'm not perfect. And anybody who says they're perfect, I have no respect for you. We're not perfect. We can all pop off. She finally got me to pop off. And before that thing hit the air, I had already been to court about it.
Right, because that happened in 2024.
It already was settled.
Yeah,
but
the footage came out in 2026, 2 years later. So this was a 2-year-old.
Crooked attorney named Sean Holly was after that footage. She called the Improv and lied and said she represents so-and-so and she has a subpoena and all this. And we got it all down. Sean Holly, a crooked attorney who for some reason is after me, because sometimes you can be on that list of people they want to make look bad. Her and the dude, Harvey Levins at TMZ are close. And they put that out there after everything was settled because I had a restraining order against that woman. And the judge also gave me a restraining order to stay away from her, which is easy. You know what I'm saying? Because the judge saw what happened.
Yeah.
And she just was like, listen, you guys are in a comedy community and you guys seem like the comedy community is a nice place to be. I just want you guys to stay away from each other. But if you have a comedy show together, you can come within 6 feet. Just don't start any problems.
Okay, fair enough.
I thought it was really fair what the judge did. The judge said, I'm going to give you a restraining order with her against you, Corey, because you put your hands on her.
Yeah.
I pushed her face. Yeah, okay, I can take that. But I just don't like the way it was all blown out of proportion. Like, Corey is somebody who does this. I don't have that type of criminal history, and I don't have that type of reputation out here on the streets.
Well, so was there a civil suit?
They didn't chase the civil suit because there's no money in it.
Okay, so it was just she filed a criminal suit against you. That ended up being a restraining order on both parties.
This is what the crooked attorney was trying to do. She was trying to set it up because I didn't even know there was a restraining order. In California, these crooked attorneys know how to make it where there is a hearing for a restraining order without you knowing. They lied and act like they served me and everything. The only reason I found out about the court hearing is because I know an attorney, and she was like, Corey, do you know that you have court on Tuesday? And she called me like Friday. I was like, what? She was like, you have court. This is the second hearing. They've already lied and said they served you. I was like, you gotta be joking. And this is what I'm saying. It's like, because this is a powerful attorney, I've been having problems finding attorneys who will go against this Sean Holly crooked ass attorney. And for me to say her name must mean I really can prove everything I'm saying. Because she got called in the courtroom because the girl kept acting like, well, my attorney. And then, so the judge called her and Sean Holly said she's not her attorney. She said, I'm thinking about it. But it was set up to try to make it where the girl has a restraining order against me. That way they can extort me. You understand what I'm saying? Because I was on them We Them Ones tour at that time.
Huh.
And just imagine if a girl has a restraining order against me and she shows up. That means I can't show up at my gig. You get what I'm saying?
Huh.
It's a cold game out here with the twist where they know how to work the court system against a man. So when I showed up and the judge heard me and heard my side of the story, she started looking at the girl like I thought he was served. You know what I'm saying? I've never been served. I just found out about this. So I showed up, Your Honor. And then, you know what I'm saying? It turned into this, that, and the other. But TMZ did that right after I had the thing on my show where I was about to hit a guy on my show.
Was that the Anton Daniels?
Yeah, he was finna get it. He almost pushed my buttons where I was finna swing on him, and I'm so glad that I didn't, man. Yo, there's this guy. He was such a successful influencer online. His name is Wes Watson. Do you know who that is?
I know exactly who Wes Watson.
Oh my God, this dude, he was doing it.
I interviewed him twice. I was with him in Miami.
I was very fascinated by how well he can motivate and everything.
You know he's in jail now, right?
Yeah, this is what I was trying to say.
Yeah.
You can fumble the bag so easily now. I am so glad that I did not do anything that would have had me in some type of litigation. I'm so glad I didn't. And I will thank him because I told him, say it again. And he didn't. He saved me. He saved me. You see, I'm giving him credit. He saved me. Thank you. Thank you. because you know who I'm talking about. Wes Watson's story is fascinating to me because I think he was doing it really big. And now he's back in jail because of his, put it like this, putting your hands on somebody.
Yeah, well, he beat up a guy in the gym, and then he ended up beating up his girlfriend.
See what I'm saying? When you put your hands on people,
Yeah,
they can take your bag.
Yeah.
They can take your bag.
Mm-hmm.
So I want everybody, especially your guests who come up here, who, if Corey Holcomb can ever give you any advice, you better control your temper as far as it go with putting your hands on people if you got something to lose. Now, if you ain't got nothing to lose, hey.
Yeah, fuck it.
If you ain't got nothing to
I'll
lose.
catch this misdemeanor.
Right. You know what I'm saying? But no, they can sue you for what you have.
Yeah.
Because the brother Wes Watson was showing off all his stuff and everything. They're trying to take that.
Yeah.
So you have to be careful when you put your hands on somebody.
Yeah.
Don't get that mad. Because I'm proud of being a level-headed guy. Because people was telling me, oh, you should have went out here and did it. No. Ain't gonna work.
Listen, at our age, I'm a few years younger than you, but I remember when I hit around my 40s, I said, I don't want to get into any more physical altercations for the rest of my life. So when I go somewhere where I feel there might be a physical altercation, like when I went on your show, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, I get what you're saying.
I brought security.
Yeah.
Right? Because I didn't know.
Well, you should bring security, Vlad, because a lot of people know you.
Yeah.
And there are people who'll try you just because you're popular.
Right.
You know that.
And I understand that. So certain places I go with security, but my goal is not to fight somebody, ever. I'm trying to get through the rest of my life with no more fights.
I said that to myself. That's why I stopped going to open gym playing basketball, because that's where you get into physical altercations the most.
Yeah.
Open gym, 24-hour fitness.
Yeah.
Fuck you didn't foul it. Oh, yeah. And then all of a sudden it turns into swinging. I'm like, I can't hang out at the gym, open gym no more. If I go to the gym, it's just to lift or something like that. But that basketball, yeah, there'll be a problem.
Well, over the Christina Payne situation, you lost some gigs.
I lost some gigs because of that crooked attorney. In my opinion, she's still trying to make me lose gigs. She has influence. I think she's at Live Nation or Rock Nation or something like that. She has influence over there. And you know what I'm saying? Here's the truth. This is the truth. I don't know this lady. I know she lied to that judge. She lied to the people at the Improv. And I can prove this for any lawyer out here in California who wants to take this on. I have the evidence. She's a liar. She's a crook. And this is what she's known for. You know what I'm saying? This whole thing with that the crackhead girl, she has no power. She's nothing. She says she's a comedian because it works. You can be anything you want to be out here. All you got to do is say it.
Well, here's what I realized about you after seeing your show. And this is why I realized you're kind of uncancelable. Uncancelable. That's a word. Uncancelable. Uncancelable.
Is that a word? I like the way it sounds.
Uncancelable. This is when I realized, the moment I realized you were uncancelable. I remember I went to your show, and it was a, sold out show. It seemed like your core audience was at that show, right? That wasn't just some little corporate show with a bunch of people that are, just being paid. I feel like your core audience was at that show. And when I was hanging out with you afterwards at your merch table, I noticed that all of your shirts and hats and whatever were being sold for like $10, $15. And I'm like, oh, he could charge $40, $50 for this stuff. But I realized right then and there that your main priority was to serve your core audience than to make a few extra dollars off these shirts and hats. That you made it so cheap that it was almost like a no-brainer to just buy some, even though I know you're not making very much money off this.
It's not for the money.
It's not for the money. And that's what I'm like, oh, he really is for his audience and for his people.
With the 5150 stuff on around.
Yeah.
I saw some guy in the airport and he had on one of my 5150 shirts. And when I was like, I like that shirt, he was like, oh my God. I mean, that moment is priceless to me because I know I made his day.
Yeah.
My people keep me relevant.
Yeah.
And I need help with other things that have to do with the internet, But when it comes to reaching my people, I believe I'm good at that. And I believe that, you know, you can say whatever you want to say about Corey Holcomb. This lady in Dallas said this to me, and I never forget it. She said, boy, we see the God in you. We see the God in you. It don't matter what they say about you, Corey. So, you know, I think the core fans will always support me, and I need that. Because I'm fighting the dragon out here with with a cheap knife I bought off Amazon.
Well, speaking of comedians, I do something called This or That on the show.
Okay.
Where I give you a list of 2 comedians. These are all comedians that have been on Vlad TV. So certain comedians are not going to be on this list. Like Eddie Murphy's not on the list. Chappelle's not on the list. These are people that have been on Vlad TV. And I'm going to say this or that. And you're going to pick the person, the comedian you think is better. And then that person goes and gets the next one. See what I'm saying?
We can try it. Yeah, let's do it.
So let's start at the top. T.I. or Bubba Dub?
Wow. Well, it's got to be Bubba Dub because I've seen Bubba Dub perform more than I've seen T.I. because we was on tour together. You get what I mean? So it's got to be Bubba Dub.
Bubba Dub or Affion Crockett?
Well, I have to say Affion Crockett because of how we've known each other ever since Def Jam. But I love Bubba Dub. But I got to say Affion Crockett because, you know, he's been out here in the game finding ways.
Affion Crockett or Pierre?
Affion Crockett all day. Even though I don't rock with Pierre, but I think he's a good comedian.
Affion Crockett or A.J. Johnson?
You talking about my brother who passed?
Ezel.
Well, okay, I'm gonna pick AJ over Affion because of the I related to AJ a little more than I related to Affion, but that doesn't mean Affion isn't part of my heart. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
But me and AJ done laughed and talked shit and did all that together in a different way. If you know what I mean when I say that.
Yeah. AJ Johnson or Lil Rel?
AJ Johnson. Like Lil Rel, he's kind of disappointing to me because he was talking shit about me and I didn't see that coming from nowhere because I thought he was my Chicago brother. So when he said something, because I said something about the one comedian, his I actually think it's his boyfriend. I can't think of the dude. He had a TV show, and Lil Rel was on it.
Jared Carmichael?
Yeah. So when I said something about Carmichael,
who's openly gay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I said something about that.
Okay.
And then Lil Rel said something about me on one of the shows. So I'm not mad at Lil Rel. I'm not mad at him, but it's just like, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Respect to you, but
Yeah. AJ Johnson or Capone?
AJ Johnson.
AJ Johnson or Ricky Smiley?
Ricky Smiley. Ricky Smiley, the first comedian took me on the road.
Nice. Ricky Smiley.
Love you, Ricky Smiley, crazy ass boy.
Ricky Smiley or Country Wayne?
Well, it's got to be Ricky Smiley because I know him. But it's going to be, you're not going to find a lot of people that I'm going to pick over Ricky Smiley. Ricky Smiley used to put me on his radio show and help me sell tickets at shows.
Okay.
So that's almost like, it won't be unfair with a lot of comedians.
All right, well.
But Country Wayne, keep doing your thing. Boy, I love you.
Ricky Smiley or Just Hilarious?
Come on, man.
I had to put her in the list.
That was funny, man. Hey, good luck to you, sister. Hilarious, but Ricky Smiley.
Ricky Smiley or Tony Rock?
I'm saying it's going to be hard to beat Ricky Smiley because, you know, I love Tony Rock.
Right.
Tony Rock.
Well, I want you to base this also on their comedy ability, right?
Well, I'm just saying it's going to be hard to beat Ricky Smiley. Ricky Smiley to help me get buddy.
Ricky Smiley or Michael Collier?
Ricky Smiley all day long.
Ricky Smiley or George Wallace?
Ricky Smiley.
Ricky Smiley.
And I'm saying I know George Wallace is legendary.
Yeah.
With his dick in the booty head. But I'm just saying. He what?
Wait, George Wallace is gay?
What?
I didn't know that.
Man, come on, man.
Okay.
Look, no disrespect. I get Legends Day proper. George Wallace been funny a long time.
Yeah.
But Ricky Smiley to help put money in my pocket.
Okay. Ricky Smiley or Charlie Murphy?
Damn.
Yeah.
Ricky, you know I show you love all day long, but I'm going to say Charlie Murphy because I was so impressed by who Charlie Murphy was as a man. Not a coward, not messy, never preyed on the weak. And his conversations were some of the most hilarious conversations I ever had in my life. I mean, I ever heard in my life. I love Charlie Murphy.
Charlie Murphy or Donnell Rawlings?
Okay, Vlad, you get genuine laughs out of me right now. Fuck that motherfucking Donnell Rawlings, bitch ass nigga.
Yeah, I remember the whole situation where you were on stage and he got into it with you in the audience.
He another motherfucker. He talk all that shit, but if like he's going to the police, that's another court case waiting to happen, and I ain't gonna fall for it.
Charlie Murphy or Ryan Davis?
Charlie Murphy all day, and I'm saying like Ryan Davis. Look, little bro, respect to you, boy. Respect to you.
I was the first one to put him in an interview on a big platform. Ryan
Yeah,
Davis, like 7 years ago. Yeah.
Man, look, me and
Super
Ryan
happy for
Davis have had our words, but look, this is real. Because I don't do this for everybody. Get your money, Ryan.
There you go. Charlie Murphy or Arsenio Hall?
See, it's hard to pick. Charlie Murphy is one of the guys, too, that it'd be hard to pick over him. But Arsenio, thank you for my opportunity you gave me, brother. You let me come on your show, and it was a good look for me. So, hey, Arsenio, respect to you, brother. But Charlie Murphy, that's my man.
Okay. Charlie Murphy or Bill Bellamy?
Damn, okay, because I said Charlie so many times, I'm going to say Bill, but Bill has never been nothing but a man and a gentleman to me, and I appreciate anybody like that. Like, I like titans. You know what I mean when I say that? They don't look at Bill Bellamy as a titan, but Bill Bellamy is a titan.
I agree.
He's a titan.
Yeah.
I got love for you, Bill. I got love for you.
So you're choosing Bill Bellamy?
I'm choosing Bill Bellamy.
Bill Bellamy or Faison Love?
I'm going to say Faison on this one because I'm saying, like, I ain't going to keep going with the same guy all the time, but you talking about two guys I got real love for. So I just say Faison to see who you put Faison up against.
Faison Love or Ari Spears?
Man, get the fuck out of here. Ari Spears, bitch ass out of here. Stands out with the impersonations he do, Ari Spears, but it's not enough to make me pay to go see him.
Faison Love or Sinbad?
See, Sinbad is one of them guys I got to give him his epic propers because he's done epic things.
Yes.
So
another Titan.
Yeah, he's a Titan. I fucking love Sinbad. Yeah, he another motherfucker that try him if you want to. Sinbad ain't no little bit, well, you know, he's an older brother. So look, Faison, you know what's up. Sinbad. Yeah, boy, I picked Sinbad. Yeah.
Sinbad or Joe Torre?
Well, that's hard to put Joe Torre over Sinbad, even though I love Joe.
Okay. Sinbad or Guy Torre?
Same thing. I love both of them. Both of the Torre brothers ain't never did nothing but been good to me. I love both of them. But Sinbad, you know what I'm saying? You got to go.
Sinbad or Hope Flood?
Sister Hope, much love and respect to you. But Sinbad.
Sinbad or Miss Pat?
Miss Pat, much love and respect to you. But come on, it's Sinbad.
Sinbad or Carlos Mencia?
Sinbad all day. Sinbad a real comedian.
Carlos isn't?
I don't think so.
Why is that?
I've watched it.
He's having some tax problems right now. I don't know if you heard about that.
Who ain't having tax problems?
No, but he got locked up.
If you don't know how to fill out your paperwork, you're going to have tax problems as an entertainer. That's how they got our brother Red Fox.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They can always come get you with taxes.
Yeah.
So when I see people in trouble for tax problems, I just be like, I hope you get out of it.
Right.
But I'm not knocking him.
Sinbad or D. Ray Davis?
You got to pick Sinbad, but you know, D. Ray is one of the guys from the crib. You know what I'm saying? D. Ray makes something out of nothing since he's began.
Yeah, no, he's dope. I've been rocking with D. Ray since like 2004. We used to run into each other in the clubs out here.
Man, D. Ray used to give the OGs work. You get what I'm saying? He one of them guys. He finds a way. He's going to find a way. He's going to find a way. So salute to D. Ray. He's always going to find a way.
Sinbad or Gary Owen?
You can't put Gary Owens in the same category as Sinbad, but hey, salute to Gary Owens.
Sinbad or Ali Sadiq?
Man, come on, man. You can't put Ali Sadiq in the same category as Sinbad.
Okay.
Sinbad is iconic. Do you get that?
I got it.
Good luck to Ali Sadiq too.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, it was just
good
on my
luck
show
to that
recently.
brother. Yeah.
Sinbad or Burt Kreischer?
Get the fuck out of here. You serious? Well, I know who he is because I'm a comedian.
Yeah.
But Sinbad is iconic. It's gonna be pretty hard to beat Sinbad.
Sinbad or Andrew Schultz?
Sinbad.
Sinbad or Russell Peters?
Me being like
love Russell Peters. Love Russell Peters. But Sinbad is iconic.
Like 140 something.
It's gonna get harder. Sinbad or Mark Curry?
Oh shit, Mark Curry. Mark Curry is one of the funniest comedians I know.
Right.
One of the funniest comedians I know.
My Bay Area brother.
I didn't know you was even from the Bay.
Yeah, from the Bay.
I think you said that before, I remember.
Mm-hmm.
No, Mark Curry is one of the... it's going to be hard to beat Mark Curry now. You said it was going to go up.
Right.
I couldn't even imagine what you was going to say, but yeah, it's going to be hard to beat Mark Curry.
Mark Curry or John Witherspoon?
You just texted him right before you go out.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love Witherspoon. When I worked with him on Black Jesus, man, he became part of my heart.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't know he was that good a dude. You know what I mean? So, but Mark Curry is a very strong comedian to me.
You can't
I have to go with Mark Curry. But my brother John Witherspoon, rest in peace, brother.
Yeah, I did his last interview before he passed.
Yeah. Well, is that a fact? Man, I was at the funeral.
Oh, really? Wow.
That was the first funeral I saw people actually laughing out loud. Because people perform. Like the Wayans boys, oh my God. I'm getting it mixed up. Which one is the DJ on the show? I get their names. It's not Marlon, it's Sean.
Yeah, I think so.
Man, Sean had a HBO special at Witherspoon's funeral. Man, we were all sad. We were crying and everything. But when Sean got up there and talked about it, Sean tore the place down, man. Talking about how Paul Mooney always had some type of attitude with Witherspoon. And when he was acting out Paul Mooney and all like that, man, Sean.
You don't have time for me. Like, bro. Fuck you. Literally fucking the wide mouth, bawling, sobbing. This is why you don't have time for me. DJ ruins everything. Yeah. Had nothing, DJ had nothing to do with what the fuck happened. Nothing to do with it. Like, bro, Jesus, fuck me. But yeah, so I have to go to the hair store and get shit, and I have to do hair tomorrow. I might try to wash it and comb Michi's out today, like tonight. So then tomorrow I don't have to do that, and I can just go straight. I'm just gonna do braids. I wanted to add hair, but I think I'm just gonna braid her natural hair and just leave it at that. Maybe put some beads on the end. I want to do micro braids, but I don't have the fucking time. I should would take like 3 days of full braiding the whole day. But it would last a long fucking time. And you can treat it like regular ass hair.
You're hungry.
Ain't that just too bad? dinner, but apparently I'm taking the kids somewhere, so. I ate 5 Sour Patch Kids. That's my dinner. Girl, you're not coming and sitting in here. Go on the playground. You can sit down on the playground. You've been inside all day. You are not sitting in here. Bye. How long have I been gone? And the air not on.
Feel like you ain't left.
I'm literally sweating in the car. What's so funny? What you smiling about?
I'm not smiling.
You be such a liar. No, you're not.
I literally wasn't smiling.
Gross. My phone is tripping. House. You know when they be driving them houses? Like the ones that be on the road being transported? Like the trailers and shit. Do you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Are you tracking what I'm talking about?
Barely.
You know, when the houses, when they transport houses and they drive them down the street?
Yeah.
One of those houses fell on top of a car in Villarica. And they lived to tell the tale. They are in the hospital recovering. But the motherfucker was a 19-car pileup on I-20 in Villarica. And during the pileup, the house flipped over on top of a car.
Oh my fucking god.
Yeah, that shit crazy.
If that ever happened to me, I'll never go outside again.
Like, that's like one of those.
Oh my god.
That's like 1,000 ways to die type shit.
Literally, you ever been so unlucky a house fell on you while you were in the middle of a fucking highway, bro?
Fucking street.
Oh my god. No, that's crazy. That's some wicked shit.
That's Final Destination shit. You couldn't avoid that if you wanted to. That was meant to fucking happen.
No, that's tough. I starved, Lala. I think that I want some chicken.
You want what?
I want nothing good.
You think I can get them to stay here until 6?
Maybe.
When are we going to get baby? They need backpacks. Like, what the fuck is going on?
We can go tomorrow.
2 days before school starts, and they don't have their backpacks yet.
We can go tomorrow.
I hope they have some shit somewhere.
Take them to go get backpacks, ugly girl.
Huh?
Take them to go get backpacks.
Right now?
Yes.
I don't know who has any backpacks. Baby, I hate, one thing I hate more than anything in the whole fucking world is taking all three of them to a store at the same time.
I think you said something the other day, and I think it's kind of concerning me.
What?
Did you say it would cost $75 to get them backpacks?
What are the prices I was seeing at Walmart is like $20 to $30 each. Yeah, like a Spider-Man backpack, $24. Ukolo Girl, Hello Kitty, $23. If we make them go super cheap, they might, if they still have ones in stock for like I just saw one for like $13.99.
Okay.
If they have the cheap ones, but it's kind of looking like we're talking like $25 each. Yes. If they get character backpacks. Well, there's a cute Hello Kitty one for $14. But those are shipping. Those are fucking shipping for 3+ days. Hey, Jack. Back to school backpacks. Okay. There's a Spider-Man light up, a cool looking Spider-Man one for $15. Their selection kind of weak. There's a fucking Huntrix one for shipping. So that's the problem.
It's okay. It's okay. Just go and get them the shit. It's okay.
Should we just order the ones that we want them to have? That's kind of shitty. I have a feeling the boys are going to want Spider-Man since we just watched Spider-Man.
Probably.
I mean, maybe they do, and then they can get the cheap one. It's cool. It's definitely cool. It's got a big-ass mask on, and it's a light-up one. I'm going to try it. If I come back home with a handle of vodka, you know it went bad.
I actually want nothing to do with that.
I don't actually want any of that either. I'm just talking shit. I really don't want that.
Okay.
They have a big Sonic backpack. Oh, but it says shop similar, which means it's probably out of stock. Oh, but shipping tomorrow, and that one's only $15. It's like Sonic's face with his hair like 3D sticking out of the backpack. It's pretty fucking cool, actually. Okay, I love you.
Love you.
I can't do anything. My phone is broken. It's broken.
Okay. Bro, this is crazy. All right, y'all, we back.
You tore that up, dog. That was the most laughs I had at a funeral. I was crying at.
Nice. Mark Curry or Michael Blackson?
Mark Curry. It's going to be hard to beat Mark Curry. Salute, Blackson.
Mark Curry or Joe Coy?
Oh, shit. Joe Coy. Want me to tell you why?
Why is that?
I saw it from the beginning. It's special to me. I was at the football stadium, SoFi, recently, and Joe Coy headlined a sold-out football stadium. Joe Coy used to be in my little apartment. We used to be going over jokes and stuff like that, and Joe Coy has always been such a kind, good, sweet person to me. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? You caught me off guard with that.
Yep.
Like, Joe Coy is... I root for Joe Coy. I love Joe Coy. I remember when his girl was pregnant with the baby, my dumb ass, I said, she ain't gonna do nothing but take you to court or something like that. Whatever I said. And so I met them at SoFi, because, you know, Joe Coy's son is grown now. And Joe, I know he was looking at me like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because I didn't mean I'm vicious by it. It's just I think the way I think. I'm not perfect with my thoughts, but it's amazing to see how it's all turned into a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
His baby mom was there. I think she was there with her guy. And everything was so much love, man. I love Joe Coy. And his story, I love it. I love it because I saw it when he used to work at Macy's.
Mm.
You get what I'm saying? Joe Coy, I love you. I love you.
Joe Coy or Lunel?
Lunel's an old, bitter woman.
Shout out to Lunel, man. That's the homie right there.
I get it. That's your homie, but she's an old, bitter woman, dog. I mean, come on, man. I know you like her.
Yeah. I love
And she's
Lunel.
been on your show, but
Tons of times.
I've seen her did what she did on the radio recently to a lot of people.
What do you mean?
Do you know what happened with her at the radio station?
No, what happened?
Oh, well, glad you'll watch it. She was on the radio with Dee Dee in the morning, and she came in there with the old grumpy woman thing that she does. And it's like, it's just like,
YouTube TV is amazing. Why would you settle for anything less?
Why would anybody settle for just meh? Can you imagine if Zlatan was meh?
Yeah, no.
Don't settle for meh. The #1 live TV service now has 10 more affordable plans. Try YouTube TV for free.
I don't have time to not like nobody, but I'm saying, like,
This was in Dallas?
yeah.
Dallas radio station. I guess she threatened the radio host?
She did way too much, man. And it's like, one of the guys, she said, because I got people down here. And the old boy said, we got people down here too. Yeah. I was laughing when he said that. Because I was like, look at her. She about to start some mess at the radio station. But Dee Dee was a professional, and she did not jump it off. But I'll tell you like this, no man would have got away with what Lunel got away with at that radio station. And when you're just finding out about it, when you see what happens, because you're going to watch the video one day, and you're going to be like, okay, I see why Corey said that. She's a mean, grumpy woman.
Let's play it. Let's play. Because actually, I don't know what you're I didn't know what you were talking about.
This now.
Please clap it up for comedian Lunel.
All right.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Look at Lunel coming in here looking good.
Yeah, you know what? So I have this thing that I do when I'm on my way to the station. I be listening, right? And so one of y'all said, what's going on this weekend? And it was T.I., and all this. and nobody mentioned me, and I'm on my way here. 6 o'clock in the morning.
No.
T.I.'s not down there.
Okay.
I'm on my way here.
You know what? You're right.
You guys didn't even mention me.
Okay.
Sure.
Well, probably because you know why?
Because what?
You getting ready to take over the whole hour.
Yeah.
That's what
we don't
you
need
saying.
we don't need no one mention.
No, but why wouldn't you have said that I'm here? I'm on my way here.
Yeah.
It's 6 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in my body from the West Coast.
Yeah.
I'm the one who came and sitting in the traffic. You think I wasn't listening before I got here?
Oh, I don't know.
Why would you guys not mention that I'm in town and on my way here?
I feel like it would be a better conversation if we had it with you, though.
Is that what you feel?
Yeah.
So does this feel better?
Yes.
It doesn't now. It don't.
Right, it doesn't.
Yeah, it don't now, but it could
I had a
have.
whole new, different attitude.
Yeah.
Until I listened to y'all say, they said, what's going on this weekend?
Sure.
And nobody said, well, you know, Linnell's on her way here.
Yeah.
And she's
Sure.
going on this weekend.
Yeah, you know,
So I
we
didn't even do
apologize
that.
for that. Lunel, we apologize for
I'll
that.
accept your apology, but it
Okay.
sucks.
I know it does, but guess
It
what else is
sucks.
getting ready to go
You see,
down?
she
So we're
putting
going
out
to do
the
this
fire,
interview
but-
right here with you, and it's going to play here in Dallas. And then,
Does it keep going after this?
It gets bad.
Let's keep playing.
Somebody said
Really?
you bra strap showing Lunell and that.
Yeah,
I was
y'all
about
want
to
you to
say
sign
this,
in.
bro.
Okay.
I didn't know. You know,
Y'all
what I'm
just
saying.
don't care, huh?
So, but let me just
think
say
you look
this.
great.
We will definitely make sure you're promoted all weekend long for our rest of our 90 cities around the
I
country.
guess
How's
T.I.
that?
must have paid for the
He ain't paid for nothing.
ad, right? Oh, but he didn't pay.
No.
Like I didn't pay.
Right.
Right.
But I'm here at 6 and 1.
Yeah.
T.I. ain't here.
I know.
Like I didn't.
Yeah. But he was here yesterday. Okay, I'm lying. But listen, Lunel.
They're trying
All
to
right,
make
let's
light.
talk about you.
Still.
Let's talk about what's going on with you. First of all,
Thanks.
I mean, you're happy you're in a relationship, right?
Is that what we're talking about this morning?
I'm just gonna talk about what you want to
would
talk
really
about.
like
Yeah,
to
whatever you
promote
want
that.
to talk
I'll
about.
tell you what we're gonna
Yeah,
do.
I would like
whatever
to
you want to
promote
talk
the
about.
shows that I'm here
Yeah.
to promote.
I'm sorry.
I would really like to talk about the shows.
Okay,
that
I
I'm
tell
here
you
to
what,
For
we'll give you the floor. You go right on
I
ahead
don't
and
want
promote.
the floor. I just want to do my job.
Mhm.
My job was to come here and talk about the shows this weekend.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I've already done one,
Okay.
Right.
which was last night.
How'd it go?
It went amazing.
Cool.
They always show up for me here in Texas.
Uh-huh.
And I got family here.
Watch
They
the-
could be here in 5 minutes if I
Yeah.
said that.
Not the threat.
Yeah.
Did.
We all got family here.
So if you come to somebody's radio show, are you going to talk to them like that? I mean, really?
Yeah, I think Linnell's having a bad day.
Okay, let's just say it was a bad day.
I'm going to say Linnell's having. I have never seen that side of Linnell, and I've known her for 10 plus years.
Watch this. Watch this. I'm so glad you said that. You're white. I'm so glad you said that. You're white.
So she acts differently around me.
She's gonna, let me tell you something. People like that always act different around Caucasian people. She's trained mentally to be that way. If she had grievances with you, she wouldn't be quick to do it like that. But she goes into Dee Dee's radio show. They're not getting, they just promoted her. They didn't get no big check for that. And she came in there with this attitude as if somebody owes her something. Now, I'm not trying to put too much on it, but I'm just saying, I'm so glad you said that, Vlad. There are people out here who are mentally fucked where when they see you, they're going to be at a different attention than they will with their brothers and sisters.
Well, look,
And that would be something great to talk about because I mean,
look, I'm just going to say I've known Linnell forever. I've never seen that with.
I bet you haven't.
You know, and I'm just going to say that it's an older woman. She may have been going through some health issues and having a bad day, waking up early in the
I'm
morning.
an older man. I can't do that.
Yeah, I got you. All right. Let's keep going forward.
I don't want you to talk bad about her. I didn't mean
I'm
it
not
that
going
way.
to. I'm not going to.
I'm glad you saw that.
Yeah.
I'm glad
But
you
I
saw
did see
that.
it, and it seemed like she was definitely extra grumpy that morning. Joe Coy or Tiffany Haddish?
Joe Coy all day. I mean, I love Tiffany, but keep Joe Coy has done iconic things.
Joe Coy or DC Young Fly?
Joe Coy. It's not even fair.
Joe Coy or Tommy Davidson?
Joe Coy. Let me tell you something, man. Selling out SoFi is not nothing many people can do.
I know. That was huge. Yeah, it's huge.
That's not nothing many people can do. Oh, he had Fluffy on there too. Another
Yeah.
one of my guys.
Joe Coy or Earthquake?
Joe Coy.
Joe Coy or Lavelle Crawford?
Now listen.
I knew that was going to get you. I knew it.
Let me tell you something, man. Lavelle Crawford is one of the strongest comedians ever to do comedy.
Hmm.
Did you hear what I said?
Yeah.
This is all opinionable. Lavelle Crawford is one of them guys. We used to do his club in St. Louis, and all they needed was me and Lavelle. And I take notice to stuff like that because I'm like, who's going up? Oh, the host. All right, it's Lavelle. But when I started watching Lavelle, I was like, this motherfucker just freestyled an hour. An hour in this wasn't a comedy club. This was a lounge where people are getting drunk, walking around, flirting, and he held their attention. Lavelle Crawford, talently, is one of the best comedians to ever do it.
So you're choosing?
I have to choose Lavelle when it comes to me and him came up together. And you know what I'm saying? Me and Joe Coy, I love Joe Coy. And what Joe Coy is able to do is some shit that generates enough money from one weekend to last a lifetime. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But Lavelle Crawford is one of those guys where I have to take my hat off to him, almost like what they used to say, like when the king or something come in, your majesty. That's how I look at Lavelle. That's one of the guys who's out there with me where I'll be like, okay, Lavelle, yeah. If the promoter be like, Lavelle's going up last, I'll be like, all right. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Lavelle Crawford or Cedric the Entertainer?
Lavelle Crawford, but Ced is one of the strongest comedians to ever do it.
Lavelle Crawford or Cat Williams?
Lavelle Crawford, but Cat is one of the guys who's going out there and made a career that's
$2,100. That's 3 months of groceries. $2,100. That's the tax increase Jon Ossoff supported. Ambitious and liberal, Ossoff voted with National Democrats to gut your child tax credit. He even voted for higher taxes on Social Security recipients earning under $75,000. A $2,100 tax increase on Georgia families? Jon Ossoff doesn't care about people like us. Tell Senator Ossoff to stop voting for higher taxes.
unforgettable. But Lavelle Crawford is a monster on stage, so it's Lavelle.
Lavelle Crawford or Kevin Hart?
Shit. Kevin Hart.
Okay, why?
Man, listen, man. One of the people who wasn't scared of me is Kevin Hart. And I thank him for it. I'm almost getting, man, Kevin Hart was trying to take me with him on tour. And I swear to God, I told Kevin, I said, hey, man, listen, I think my style might offset what you're trying to do. But I should have said what they're trying to do with you. You get what I mean when I say that?
Yeah. Yeah.
I know what they were trying to do with Kevin. So I said, are you sure? Kevin's like, rock that motherfucker. I'm like, damn. So when I was go on tour with him, I would always have that shit like, am I impeding his progress? Because of how I am on stage versus how he is on stage. Kevin can do children's shows. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
At that time. They're trying to make him like a positive guy personality.
He's doing Jumanji movies.
Yeah, stuff like that. You get what I'm saying? And there's money in that.
Yeah.
Man, Kevin never told me not be me. He said, Corey, man, I remember one day, man, he had a show in Chicago at the Chicago Theater. Man, Kevin went out there and he told me, Corey, just take the show, do your thing. I said, what? Because I couldn't believe he was saying this. He said, Corey, do your fucking thing. Don't nobody do that for people. Don't nobody do that for people. So Kevin Hart is part of my success in California.
Kevin Hart or D.L. Hughley?
Kevin Hart all day.
Kevin Hart or Deion Cole?
Kevin Hart. Even though I love Deion now, I started with Deion, but Kevin Hart is part of my success out here.
And finally, Kevin Hart or Eddie Griffin?
It's Kevin Hart, even though Eddie Griffin is so unique.
Yeah.
There's nobody like Eddie Griffin. And even when you're around him, see, real comedians, when you see them off stage, well, I didn't mean to say that. Some comedians off stage have something that should be captured on video where they don't know they're being recorded so they can really be themselves.
Tracy Morgan is like this.
Oh, is he? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Being off camera, Mike Epps is also like this.
Yes.
Or just
Mike.
off camera, you're just, wow. Like, he's so naturally funny. Him and Tracy are just so naturally funny.
And Charlie Murphy was one of them guys, where it's like, can this be captured? Are people seeing how he captures the attention of everybody in the vicinity? Yeah. It's one of them guys.
Well, there you have it.
I got
Kevin
through
Hart.
that list.
Kevin Hart. Now you're going to be on this list moving forward.
Oh,
Get
yeah.
the vote on
It's
you.
going to be funny to watch what people say about me because I'm kind of blunt with my mouth. So some people don't know how to feel about that.
Well, you talked about seeing a Chappelle show where he bombed.
Yeah, Chappelle, I do not mean no disrespect to Chappelle. I think Chappelle is a kind person. He's helped a lot of people. When I said what I said, it wasn't necessarily to be mean. It was just a perspective. I didn't never see him be really strong on stage. Now, some of his specials, salute, especially the one when he had on that one jumpsuit. I think he killed that. But just my opinion, he wasn't the strongest comedian. That's just an opinion, though. But people take it as disrespect. I don't disrespect Chappelle. Chappelle, respect to you, brother.
Right. You said your top comedians are Richard Pryor, Rodney Dangerfield, and Bill Cosby.
I don't know how Bill Cosby got on that list, but I think he's a good comedian.
Okay, so he's on that list.
Yeah, did you say?
So Richard Pryor, Rodney Dangerfield, who else?
I would say Red Fox after that.
Red Fox. Okay.
Yeah. You know, these are guys that don't miss. They don't miss. Everybody on that list. And I'm talking about these are the guys that are the guys that molded I think I want to do this type of thing.
So you wouldn't put Eddie Murphy on that list?
No, I wouldn't put him on that list as the greatest comedians, but
really?
I think what Eddie Murphy does, or I'm talking about, first of all, I'm not taking nothing away from Eddie Murphy, because what he did with Delirious was breakthrough type of stuff, you know what I'm saying? But Eddie Murphy in his movies, man, some of his movies, man, those movies would be nothing without Eddie Murphy. The Golden Child would not be a movie ever remembered, but because Eddie Murphy was in that movie, he made the movie. Standout talent.
Well, yeah, I think Eddie Murphy is the biggest rock star that came from stand-up comedy. In terms of just overall star ability, star power, able to bring the biggest crowds out, the biggest movies. I mean, Kevin Hart has done a lot, you know, in movies, but not like on Eddie Murphy level. Like he can't carry a movie like Eddie was carrying. You know, I watched Coming to America again recently. You just forget how good it is. And he doesn't have to swear. Like the fact that he did a movie, he didn't have to swear because remember he was like the profanity guy back then.
Yeah.
He did a movie, just didn't swear at all, and it's still considered his top movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not arguing with nothing you said right there.
Trading Places.
You can keep going.
You know.
Eddie Murphy.
Boomerang, another one of my favorites.
And The Clumps was good.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Was Nutty Professor?
Nutty Professor, Norbit.
He's got so many winners.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Eddie Murphy, I'd never take nothing away from him as an entertainer, comedian, or none of that. But I'm talking about these guys who are in front of the people.
YouTube Premium is ad-free YouTube and the YouTube Music app all together. Uninterrupted videos and an app made just for music. YouTube Premium. One subscription, 2 apps. Try 1 month free.
When I say comedians, Eddie Murphy is not going to go out there in front of the people. In my opinion, I don't think he'll go out there and do that because you don't need the money.
Well, you know what's funny is that before he passed, I interviewed Charlie Murphy. I don't think this interview ever came out. We did it like in a New Jersey like coffee, house or something, right?
Yeah.
And I remember I asked him. Well, a couple of things came up, during that interview, which was really cool. I asked him if he knew if the Rick James and Prince skits from the Chappelle Show was going to be as big as they were. And he said yes, because before they aired them, they went to Eddie Murphy's house and they played it for Eddie. And Eddie looked at it and said, brilliant. And they looked at each other like, oh shit, this is about to be big.
Yeah.
And Eddie Murphy was supposed to be on the next Chappelle's, Charlie Murphy's True Hollywood Stories, but then remember Chappelle walked away from the show.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. That was supposed to be Eddie Murphy was going to be a guest star on the Chappelle Show. But I remember I asked him, and I'm like, why do you think Eddie stop doing stand-up, and do you think he'll do stand-up right now? And he said no, because he's going to suck. You can't just leave stand-up alone for that long and come back and think you're going to be great at stand-up. He's going to have to start doing small clubs and getting his chops down and getting his routines down. He can't just go on a big tour right off the bat. This is Charlie Murphy saying this.
Yeah, and we all know, if you know Charlie Murphy, you know how much he loved his brother.
Oh, yeah.
People don't talk shit about Eddie because of Charlie, if you
Right.
ask me. Because when Charlie used to talk, I used to be like, oh, he don't play about his brother. I could tell. When he speaks on Eddie, I was like, oh, he love his brother. And that's how it's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? But Eddie Murphy, do you know, to go on tour nowadays, the only thing he could talk about is his life.
Yeah.
And I know he don't want to do that. You cannot, Eddie, you keep that money and just chill, because they are not ready to hear the Eddie Murphy story, even though we would love to hear it. Not the sugar-coated version, because people from the motherfucking streets, we know what's up.
Oh, yeah, no. When he did his documentary, and I'm like, oh, he did it himself. That's for
the casual fan.
Yeah, I want to see the real unauthorized documentary. You know, where all the people around him started
Eddie Murphy, a
talking.
man, he had kids out here in the motherfucking streets. He got all kind of shit going on there. People are not bold enough to talk about, but it would be epic. Do you hear me?
Yeah.
A lot of these people out here, if they had the courage to talk about their life, of course we're not going to agree with everything that you do, but it would be good to know who you really are, because you're such an icon in our eyes.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, the thing about your routines and your stand-up is, you know, you talk about your life, and one of the main topics is how you date young, poor women.
Yeah.
This is really something you've leaned into.
This is what I have been. I mean, it's what's out here for me now. If I want to be the king that I want to be, I have to date people that are very impressed by me. And I know where to find that. And I think it's unfair that people are mad that I have found a way to be hailed as the leader. You know what I'm saying? We're men. We don't want to be with somebody who thinks they're equal to us. It's just nobody wants to say that. I don't want to be with a woman who thinks she's equal to us. You're not my equal. I'll beat your ass. You know what I'm saying? You're not my equal. Let's stop this. Let's stop playing. This is what's happening. I'm the man, and I'll find out my place through whether you want to go through the Bible or whatever. You're the woman, and you have to find your place. You can't act like you rule me. So, girls who are not financially capable will bite that tongue as long as anybody will in the United States of America, because the lifestyle I live is something that is quite fascinating to females of poverty. It's a fact when they watch me, you got another car? You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, yeah, I got another car. I love their face and the way their kids, you know, clapping when their mama leave off in the car. This is the highlight of my life now. I can't lose. Because when it goes bad, guess what? There's another girl in poverty. It's like this endless, it's like the ocean with fish. When Trump got in office and all those administrative jobs were just taken, do you know how good it feels to sleep with the women who had something but have nothing now? Oh my God, I love helping them move out of the house they can't afford now. Because, you know, I got real nice tents.
There's more to love with YouTube Music Premium. Listen to ad-free songs and discover new podcasts anytime, anywhere. Try 1 month free.
Sometimes I just buy tents off Amazon. And when I put them under like I've got a little tent community.
You put them in fence.
Yeah, under the 101. I got a tent community.
Under a bridge?
Yeah, under the freeway. And they're like, these people, I'm like, I know these people, come here. They're like, yeah, Corey bought our tent. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's a great feeling to help people.
I remember on stage you said if a woman has her life together, you have no interest in her whatsoever.
I can't control her. What do you think you're going to do with a girl who doesn't need you? The whole independent thing where women say, I got my own, you know, there's still a couple of them out there saying that, but they don't realize that's played out. You don't have your own. And if you do have your own, look at your life. The girls who are willing to say, I need help are the women that I can help. If you think you don't need my help, go on out there and try to figure it out. But keep that number I gave you because I know you're going to need it. You're going to need me. I have found a way to survive financially. And I'm from the projects. I didn't do it the education way. I do it the grind way. I mean, yeah, Corey's a comedian, okay. But what I'm able to offer you is help. And you need help. The girls I go after, they need help. They need help. I can tell by the Gucci-looking purses they have.
Gucci-looking purses?
Right, Gucci-looking purses.
Not exactly Gucci.
Oh, no, that zipper is about to fall off, man. They need me. And I think this should be a course in college. Don't date out your league. I'm an older gentleman. I can't be with what am I going to do with a girl who's 30 and got a job paying her hundreds of $1,000s a year or something like that? I'm useless to her. She'll pity me. But a girl who makes, like, this is Hollywood. There's a lot of female comics. Let's talk about it.
Okay.
If you're a comedian who actually is on the circuit working, you get to fuck 70% of the female comics. You know what female comics mean? Somebody who'll fuck for road work. This is what female comics, this is what it is. Sometimes when I walk in the club, it's almost not fair. I'm like, come here, you want to work this weekend? Hey, this is my world right now.
How many female comics have you had sex with?
I don't know, but I don't like to keep a lot of them around because they're in my world. You know, I see them out.
Okay.
The girls who don't do comedy, I don't have to see them after I break up with them or whatever. But female comics are still rolling their eyes when they see you. So I'm like, wow.
Okay.
But sometimes there's a new one and you just can't resist it. I love to watch them. You know, they just got off the Greyhound a couple of weeks ago and they're like, Corey, you're wilding out. I'm like, yeah, come here. God. You know what I mean? This is my world. I almost feel it's unfair.
Right.
I thank God every day that I get to stand up and get in my car and pick them up and take them to the Cheesecake Factory and watch them take pictures of the food. I love this. I fucking love this, man. This is...
Take picture of the food.
Oh, my God.
That is such a young thing to do.
Yeah, this girl, she said, this is the... You know, she talking on her Instagram. This is meatloaf. And she took the picture and everything, and I just was like, it can't be this easy. I think of all the days when I didn't have pussy like that. Now it's almost like, oh my God, another one. That's why I can't jag off. I have to save it for these young girls. In poverty.
I remember on stage you said that you were dating a girl and you were older than her father.
Yeah, that happens. When
that
you
happens.
Listen,
so
I'm
do you
not
meet
rich.
the dads and the moms?
I don't care.
You don't care?
I was arguing with this girl's father. I'm sorry. I wasn't arguing with his father. But this girl put her dad on the phone. I said, put him on the phone. Because I'm like, I want him to know what's happening. Because she lies to her dad about who I am. And when I told her dad, listen, your daughter is somebody who I sleep with when I have time to go over there. And I always take care of her and give her money out of my pocket. And she's getting mad at me because she sees me out with other women. And then I said, and she knows I have a woman I love and care about. So everything she's doing, if she doesn't like it, she should just leave me alone. And Her dad was just shocked. He didn't have nothing to say.
What do you say to that?
What can you
As
say?
a father, what do you say to that?
It's the truth. If you'd have done a better job raising your daughter, I would have never met you.
Did you tell him that?
No, I didn't say that to
But
her.
you were thinking it.
But I'm like, yo, your daughter's lost out here. You know, and this girl was 40.
Oh.
And she's calling her dad on the phone with all this nonsense, like I'm doing her wrong. I just got other women and she's mad that she sees me out with other women. She knows I go to other women's house because she used to stalk me.
Oh.
Stalk, you know, I made a mistake and brought her to my house. That was the dumbest thing I ever did. So she used to see if my car is out there, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. All that crazy bitch shit. And I was so glad to talk to her dad because now, whatever you do, he knows. So I have a witness. I told him everything he needed to know about who I am. I didn't get on the phone talking about her. I don't have to talk about her. I talk about me. I got bitches I fuck with, and I'm not finna stop fucking with them. I'm not finna stop fucking with them. She's not even on the top 5. And that's not a diss to her because I use her. She's useful for what she does. Look, the women we keep around serve some type of use, but your use doesn't outweigh the kingdom. We have people in place for things. Why you don't never take me to that movies? I got bitches for that. I don't know what to tell you. I got bitches who have put in work and they deserve everything they get. They earned it. I didn't give them that. They try to seem like, okay, because like my girl is beautiful. You do this for her because I'm like, no, it doesn't matter if she's beautiful. She just happens to be beautiful. She's the best out of all of you. That's why she's sitting in that slot. Out of all of y'all, she's the best. Strive for something. That's what I tell them.
Strive for something.
Right, strive for something.
Okay, so your main girl knows about the other girls?
Of course.
And she's okay with that?
I'm not saying everybody's okay with everything, but I'm saying my girl know I love her and I will do anything for her. And I believe the same. She loves me and will do anything for me. But my girl ain't no regular girl. Average people come a dime a dozen. Who has a girl who you can talk to for real? Man, I was out with this one bitch. This bitch, one day I called my girl while I was out and I said, yeah, I'm finna go to the movies with this old square ass bitch. And then she was like, who was you talking to? I was like, my girl. She said, why are you telling her all our business? She knows it. I was like, bitch, you are of no importance. That's what I told the other girl. You don't even matter. I'm talking to somebody where she's everything. I trust her with my life. And you just don't find people like that. You don't know how to find a woman like that. God has to give you a woman like that, in my opinion.
Well, you know what I've realized over time? Well, there's two things I've realized over time when it comes to women, right? I'm 53, and it took me a long time to realize this. Number one, a relationship you have with a woman who approaches you will be vastly different than a woman you chase after.
Wow.
Am I right?
Hell yeah.
All right? Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And number two, you'll be surprised how open women will be with different types of relationships as long as you're honest with them about everything. If you really just put it all out there, you'll be surprised how okay a woman will be with being a side chick. Sometimes you have generational side chicks. They've seen their mom and their grandma.
I get what you're
do it.
saying, Vlad, but listen, one thing we can never not get away, there are crazy people in the world, okay? Your logic, your honesty, none of that matters. They want what they want, and if they can't get it, they're not going to just leave. They have to damage you before they leave.
Right.
This is what happens in most situations.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm talking about especially man-woman stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, all over the news now, I see so many guys the girl is trying to damage them as they leave.
Oh, yeah. Listen, shout out to my man, Marcellus Wiley.
I didn't want to say it,
but that's my friend. Shout out to Big Tigger. I don't know him closely, but I've been on, Rap City back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Like, we know each other, and they're going through the most ridiculous shit ever.
Because the woman wants to damage them as they leave. This is what happens, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, man. When my wife had me in court, that was heartbreak. I was like, you're really finna do this. And Yo, because I'm a good guy and I'm forgiving, I hold no grudge. But I couldn't believe when we really was in court doing this. I was like, okay.
Let's talk about ex-wives for a second. And I, addressed this on your show, but I feel like I need to address it again. You know what I'm talking about now.
I know what you
When me and you were beefing, you went on your show. He said, "Oh, I'm about to expose Vlad. Here's a picture of his wife.
Foo.
Here's this ugly ass bitch who he married." And you put up a picture of someone I've never met in my whole life.
Is that true? Huh? So you didn't know that lady?
I don't know who that is. And I remember when I went on your show before it started, I brought in pictures of my 2 ex-wives. I even had actual paper pictures sometimes, old school camera pictures. And I said, do either of these 2 women look like anything that you've shown here? And you said,
no, you picked attractive women.
Yes, thank you.
I'll give you that. But I didn't know. I thought the information I was given.
And people would always bring that shit up. Like whenever I was going viral.
So you didn't know that lady?
I've never met her. I don't know who that is.
Okay.
I don't know who that is.
Watch baseball all season long. Catch the action live with game day features like stats.
All right, y'all. Damn, we've been on the goddamn 30 fucking years. I'm tired, bro.
I've never met her. I've never dated her. I've never met her. I don't know.
We got to finish this another day. But all right, y'all. It's all KAV. We go.